the aliens that come down to fight the critters, I'll see a music video, and so they decide to make themselves look like the characters from that music video. So they look like punk rockers or like it's fucking hilarious. So like the aliens have to look like they do, like humans do. So they see a music video and they look like, I think, Twisted Sisters.
Oh,
with a big flowing
80s hairband.
It's like just
exactly.
5D Snyders.
It's crazy, dude.
You want to rock, or I want to rock.
Essentially, the ones that are fighting the critters. This is 80s hairband.
And be truthful this time about it. Hit the let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe we should do that in right before the play of that. I kind of like
nice
that.
way to start it. I do like it too.
I kind of because first off, it brings
nostalgic.
I was gonna say it brings me and you back to the times.
Absolutely.
We played Counter-Strike and all this other bullshit.
Or we used to go to that LAN place.
That LAN place was so fun. Back when I could smoke weed. Holy shit, dude.
And weren't we pretty sure that the chick that worked there, like she was like one of the guy's wives, that she was cheating on the husband with one of the guys that worked there or something?
Well, remember Backhander was the name of the fucking tag name for the guy that worked there?
Yeah.
The main guy that ran the place, he was just a big fucking nerd. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was cool, but he was a big fucking nerd, right? But Backhander seemed like a gangster. And then the dude's wife, who I only saw in there like twice.
She was like a darker redhead, I think, if I remember right. Something like that.
So evil.
Yeah. Soulless.
But yeah, I just remember going in there one time and the place is not packed, but there's like 10 people there or whatever. And the owner like brings me outside. He's like, dude, you really smell like weed. You gotta like not. I'm like, I'm not smoking in here.
Yeah.
The fuck's the problem?
It clung to me. I can't help that.
But I guess we used to go in there, and then Backhander dude would fucking let us smoke out in the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Because he was a big pothead. And that place closed down.
Yeah. It was a cool spot,
It was an awesome spot, because it was right next to my house.
Yeah, it was really close. It was right up the hill from my house.
There. It wasn't up the hill. It was way far from you.
Oh, wait.
Get your shit together, Kevin. Jesus.
It was over off of St. John's.
Yeah,
oh,
you
wait.
fucking
Okay,
idiot.
I know what you're talking about.
God damn it, dude. Fucks that up.
I was
every
mixing
fucking
places
time,
up.
dude.
Yeah, I was forgetting places, and then Kevin's like,
Well, no, there was another-
wait, the other place is where I got molested.
He blacked that one out.
In the bathroom.
Kevin's like, yeah, no, my story all involves the bathroom and stuff, too.
And a man named Butterfingers.
And people putting their mouths on pipes also. But it's different.
Actually, his name was Gert.
Gert, but dirt. That's his motherfucking name.
All right.
His mama gave it to him.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
You got to get that faster.
Yeah, I know.
Try it again.
It's not as easy.
Try it again, motherfucker.
It's not as easy without the touchscreen.
Well, you got to move it after you hit the fucking
I
button.
know.
You got to get the starting thing on yours then. You guys have to
The Counter-Strike thing?
No, one of the sound
I
files
need to,
be there.
actually, I need to do that. Is there a way to do that?
I don't think we can download it. Oh, I could share it with you, and then maybe you can
Can
download
it share it over to this?
I don't
fucking
think so.
know. We'll do that at the end of the show.
Well,
put
yeah,
it together.
yeah.
Stop it, dude.
I can't help it.
I'm
fat.
sorry that you need to get a fucking sleep apnea mask during the show.
Choking on my fat right now.
We ready?
Yeah. Holy shit, he almost did it right.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That was pretty close. Welcome to the SKIDS Podcast. Kevin kind of did something. Nobody's going to care. This is Shane Kopke. I'm your host of this show. Here with Tim.
Hello.
Gage. And McNichols.
That's me.
If you didn't catch it, that's Tim Gage. It's Kevin McNichols. And blah, blah, blah. And this is the SKIDS Podcast.
Ugh, those pinwheels burp pretty bad,
Dude, those things are fucking great.
Oh, man.
They're so
They burp
good.
something fierce.
Well, so to give everybody a little insight into what Tim's talking about, Tim's heard somebody at his door or at bell or something outside.
Yeah, there's a jingle outside. I was like, what the fuck
So he
is
ran
that?
outside, and he's comes in and he's like, "Dude, there's some kid selling like Mexican food." I'm like, "What is it?" because it's probably good. And he's like, it's those little pinwheel things. I'm like, dude, go fucking get it right now. I was like, get the ones that are spicy. They're fucking amazing.
He gives you the bag, and then he pours the hot sauce in the bag, and then squirts it with a mister of lemon juice.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the cum part costs extra. You got to get it yourself.
Oh, I like how you said sextra. That was nice. That's a good fuck up.
Well, it wasn't some kid, it was some older chap, but still, like, I've seen him drive by the house several times. It's kind of it's an odd neighborhood. I mean, I'm not...
Mexican?
No, and there's not very many Hispanics in this
No,
neighborhood
but people
anyway.
like
Still.
food.
We're very segregated here. So
Yeah, people like food, man.
Dude, the
that's
guys.
just, I mean, he just made himself some money, so I guess why not?
That's one way to get
like
everybody to come together and stop, this nonsense. First off,
You
the
know
whole
what's really good,
racial
though?
shit.
The tamale
It's like an
lady.
It's like a Mexican ice cream man.
The tamale van that shows up randomly at like places. You ever
Yeah.
seen the tamale van?
No,
with
I
some
haven't.
some
I've
old
seen
Hispanic? Holy
some
fuck,
like that,
man.
but-
Those are so fucking
But I was
good.
saying, like, with this whole nonsense of everybody saying everything's racist, it's like, no, let's just eat each other's food. This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one way to celebrate a person's
Yeah.
ethnicity.
It's
For
so
sure.
much well,
I mean, granted, I wouldn't eat Ethiopian
That's
to
the
save my life.
wokies,
That's
man.
just fucking
That's who's doing
gross.
that.
well, they
shit.
wouldn't eat it either. Have you
Yeah,
noticed
they
that we have to
don't.
send UNICEF there all the time?
Yeah, that's.
And shit.
I've
Is it
seen
UNICEF?
some of their
Is
platters.
it
It's
UNICEF?
fucking
UNICEF.
gross.
Okay,
Yeah.
at least I got it right.
Yeah.
I was just trying to make sure.
Well, that and the Swiss too. They have some pretty gross food too.
Never
The
had
rotten
Swiss
fish
food.
shit they have.
Oh yeah, the one that if you open it, you gag.
Yeah,
Ugh.
And they're like,
What
this
the
is a delicacy.
fuck are you
What
thinking?
the
Rotten
fuck?
fish in a can that literally
It's not rotten.
sprays.
It's a type of fish.
Well, that's
No,
kinda,
it's literally rotten.
that-
It's decayed.
Well,
Yeah,
that reminds me of the
What is
fucking
it?
like escargot. You know, people eating snails in France, and it's a delicacy.
Well, I
delicacy
can
over
see
there.
Snails are
that.
not bad.
Snails aren't bad.
I still wouldn't eat them.
If
They're not
cooked-
bad at all.
Yeah, if they're cooked properly,
they
not
taste like
bad.
chicken.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Really?
It is.
Yeah.
It's like
Ugh.
it's
It
just
ta-
like a chunk
There's
of meat.
something very off-putting about that.
No, so
You should be off-putting.
I am off-putting.
I'm not.
yeah,
I'm
you,
on pudding.
you can tell.
A lot of pudding.
Tim's, all he eats is pudding.
Stinky fish
Um,
in can.
But no, I actually had escargot back when I went to the regionals for karate. My mom took us to like some Thai place, and it was a Thai buffet, so it was like kind of a menagerie of fucking stuff. And then we saw escargot in there, and I was like, what? Why is escargot at this?
Yeah,
you know, I'm like,
think
They
that's
sell it at
French.
Walmart, dude.
it,
You can get escargot
yeah.
at Walmart.
oh, see that
And
I
the
don't.
shells,
that
too.
I'm not getting.
Fucking crazy.
I'm
It's
not
like
getting that.
jarred escargot, and then next to it is a bag of snail shells that you stuff them into.
Yeah,
so
fuck
it's
that.
like, wow,
Yuck.
fucking
No,
Walmart's got it all, dude.
I ended up seeing that there, and they had a ton of it. So I grabbed like 4 or 5. My mom's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because I'm a little kid at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try this." And then I ate all of them, and they were great.
Wow.
So it's called surströmming.
No.
Is that the
Surströmming,
that's the
yeah.
decaying meat?
And you're right. It's not rotting.
That's what
but
I said.
It's just enough salt to use to prevent the raw herring from rotting while allowing it to ferment
Yeah, but it's
for at least 6 months in the can. And a newly opened can has one of the most
pungent.
worst food smells in the world, even stronger. Yada yada yada.
Yuck.
But yeah, there's some places where it's illegal to sell it
Why?
because it's so pungent.
Does it stink so bad it chases
Well, I think that's
people out of
dumb.
buildings?
I'm sorry. I think that's dumb.
Why
Like,
would
if
you
people
call
want to
it-
eat shitty stuff, fine.
Well, I
Look-
imagine at a public place where it makes people retch, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, but I had a French teacher that one of the delicacy cheeses in France.
It has maggots in it.
No, it does. But what you do is you bury it
Yeah.
for like 3 months,
What?
and the maggots go through it and fucking eat a bunch of holes in it and shit all over it.
And then you eat the shit.
And then you fucking take that out, clean it all off, and then eat it.
yeah.
And that was a delicacy.
Some places don't clean it all off. They
Yeah.
they eat it with the maggots.
And I'm like, why the fuck would you? I don't know about that.
no, I saw the video of them doing it, dude.
Yeah, was
At a
it?
fancy fucking restaurant with butter knives and shit, just spreading it on there, and you see it all wiggling, and they're like, "Ooh, that's delicious."
Was it a
Protein.
Todd McFarlane fucking comic book?
No, this was an actual show.
Sounds
of
like something the
I think it was like
Violator
a-
would
Yeah,
do.
it was John Leguizamo
like
and
a Zimmerman
Spawn.
type thing or something like that.
Zimmerman?
Zimmern.
It's like Zimmerman. We haven't heard that name in a while.
I was gonna say that's
Zimmern. And, yeah, it's Andrew Zimmern.
What?
The gross foods guy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was that show
He had
called?
it was on the
man?
Food Channel. He had
I
a
don't know.
show.
There's no way to find out.
He would go around the world eating weird fucking
find
shit.
out.
And I think Strumashong was one of them that he did not like. That, and he said he hated durian or something like that.
I'm
Like,
wondering. What is the weirdest?
Jackfruit. That's the one he couldn't.
Well, what's the
stand.
weirdest food that you've tried?
Me?
Yeah.
Frog legs is probably the weirdest. Or
See, I've never had that.
Crawdad's really good too.
Well, crawdad's great.
I
But
think
have
it's
you
just
eaten the brains out of that?
No, I don't.
Bizarre
fucking-
Foods
Yeah, I don't
with
do that.
Andrew Zimmerman.
Yeah, Bizarre Foods. That's what
Yeah.
it was. It's,
Well, what-
it's Zimmerman.
What about you?
Zimmerman.
What's the weirdest fucking food you've ever eaten? I'm guessing here it's gonna be a milk toast again, Mr. Old Milk Toast
weirdest
over
thing
here. I'll put
I've ever
milk on my
eaten?
toast.
That's
Okay, cool, Kevin.
milk
I
steak.
don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I can't really think.
Okay,
of it.
you
I
ever
don't
like-
usually
like
eat
ants or
anything I
anything like
can't
that?
No,
identify.
no, say it,
Crickets?
Captain fucking
No.
Boring. What did you eat that was weird? Oh,
Nothing.
one
No,
time I had
don't know.
asparagus.
I put sugar on my
I don't
toast
like
one
asparagus.
time. It was wild.
Asparagus is great.
It's fucking nasty.
Have you ever had it directly off the grill? Super buttered. It's amazing.
You ever had
Well,
it
I guess
raw,
I haven't
just
had it right.
out of the field, dude.
Raw's meh.
You cut it right out.
I'm not as big of a fan of raw.
They had it wild growing at my grandma's farm. I fucking loved going out there and eating it raw. It was
Well,
so fucking good.
Here's the weird thing, like rhubarb, I like raw.
I can't stand rhubarb.
I don't like rhubarb in stuff. It tastes so fucking weird in there.
It tastes weird raw, dude.
Ah,
It's
it
like
tastes fine raw.
sour and disgusting.
It's not as no. It's more not sour. It's like tart.
Yeah, tart. That's a good way to put it. I
Yeah.
don't see how anyone likes that stuff.
It's good.
My grandma was a fanatic. She loved it. My mom loved it because
I have
my
it growing
grandma
at my
did.
house.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that stuff at all. Yuck.
Nah.
I couldn't understand the desire of it. I mean, rhubarb pie, all the other stuff. people make,
That I never
yuck.
understood.
But no, you
But-
never did anything like any weird combinations of food, like peanut butter and onion or anything like that. Or
I mean, not that I can just remember off the top of my head.
No?
I mean, maybe
You
in
would
my
be
life,
able
I
to
just can't
remember
really.
it if you ate something weird.
Dude,
Yeah.
I smoked a lot of weed and drank a lot
No,
of
no,
booze.
no. You would remember it if it was weird. Like
about-
I remember eating escargot.
So that
Well,
was
yeah, I've
probably
never
weirdest
had.
than Shane
I've
was
never had
escargot, or what?
escargot.
I think that's the weirdest thing I've had. I can't imagine anything else right now offhand.
No, like crickets.
I think I tried chocolate covered ants when I was like 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
Because somebody brought them in that they got over in Spain or some shit like that. And they brought them back for the class and, like, hey, you guys want to try this?
Yeah.
And
I bet it was just a practical joke.
no,
I'm thinking a lot of those things are. Let's see if we can't get Americans to eat that shit.
Well,
no,
that's-
there's actually a lot of places that eat that stuff
And they
because it's
trick
got
you
a lot
into
of
doing
fucking.
You
what
never
is
had
it,
lamb or
protein?
nothing like that?
I've had
Even?
lamb.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's
Mhm.
relatively weird. That's not a normal.
Lamb is weird?
Yeah.
It's not that
Well,
weird.
like lamb chops.
Lamb
What about-
chops
shit
are
like that?
What
amazing.
about
Yeah.
goat or anything like that? You ever had goat?
I've had goat's cheese.
I've had, yeah, no, I have had like goat's cheese and goat's milk over the
All
before, but like I've never I don't think I've eaten a goat, eaten like a
Mutton.
slab of goat.
Yeah, it's
you
disgusting.
know.
It's the most gamey, chewy shit you've ever had.
Mm.
No, I'd say pheasant.
Yeah, I've had pheasant.
Pheasant's way
And
gamey.
pheasant, what sucked about my experience with pheasant is it had buckshot all over it.
Oh shit!
So did mine.
so you just-
it's not buckshot.
You
usually.
just spitting lead out.
It didn't have buckshot. There's no way. You'd have almost no bird left.
Well, that's what this did. I was spitting
I'm
out
sh-
pellets.
Yeah, little tiny ones that big, right?
Yeah.
Birdshot.
Oh,
yeah,
birdshot,
birdshot.
yeah.
Buckshot, much bigger.
Yeah,
it needs
those
to
are
kill a
bigger.
buck.
Gotcha. Birdshot then. That's what I
Yeah,
was
birdshot.
spitting out. the whole
Like
time
I
of
said,
eating
if you had buckshot in it,
It'd have been
you'd have like nothing
annihilated.
left.
It'd be like when Randy
Soup?
Johnson
It
hit
would be
that
soup.
fucking
You'd only make
threw
soup
that
out of
pitch
it.
and blew up the fucking bird when he hit it. Yeah,
dude.
That's kind of cool.
He felt so
One
terrible
in a million
for
right
that.
there.
It's one that pops up on my feed every once in a
Yeah.
while, and I still have to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's a fucking crazy video.
Yeah.
His throw, though, the way he threw was fucking wild. The way it left his fingertips.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he whipped it out of his hand. He didn't just throw that fucking thing. He whipped it out.
He's one of the best for a
What was
reason.
he called?
I
what
can't
was his
remember
nickname?
name. But he's tall and lanky. I remember
It was
that
like
too
the
about him.
big something.
It was pretty cool watching his technique. And I'm not a fan of
Yeah,
baseball,
Randy
really,
Johnson's
but
nickname.
He was really cool.
The big unit.
Big unit.
Big
and the
unit.
Big unit. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Probably had a big dick.
That's why, because he played just with the top on
I
once.
mean, he had those
He
appendages.
threw
I
the
wouldn't
ball
be
with his
surprised.
cock.
He's just fucking spinning around, helicoptering.
There he
it,
goes
letting it
again.
go. It's like, man, this guy is amazing.
Look at the curve on that thing. It's like a corkscrew. It's like a duck's penis.
Oh man, he threw a slider again. Yeah,
I could just see the commentators. Wow, I
commentator.
couldn't get that out right. I don't know
Yeah,
why I couldn't say
Talking
commentator
heads.
right. Just them commentating on his penis and how well it performs.
yeah. No, they could. I mean, I'm sure that's a thing.
Yeah. That's what we just did.
Yeah, we were the commentators.
And I just pointed that out. That'd be interesting.
And Randy Johnson's throwing with his dick, and Barry Bonds is hitting the ball with his dick.
Yeah. Well, Barry Bonds has got a giant head, I heard.
Well, he's had a lot of
Simpsons did
steroids.
that.
Simpsons.
Was it Simpsons that did that about Barry Bonds?
Was it Barry
Probably.
Bonds or
Daryl Strawberry.
I think it was Daryl
Daryl
Strawberry.
Strawberry. He does have a big head.
Daryl
man.
Strawberry just kept taking this fucking elixir that what was it? God damn it, Mr. Burns gave him.
Yeah, something like that.
Because
And he's in a
getting
wheelchair with
all-
a giant head. out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
he's getting all ringers for his team. And then what was? Oh fuck, who was it that he's like? What are you? Some sort of fucking hippie? You need to shave those sideburns. And he's like, I did shave the sideburns. He's like, go back and shave them. He comes back and it's like shaved up all the way up
That
to
was
the top of
Abe.
his
Yeah,
head.
that was Homer's dad telling the guy to shave his fucking sideburns.
Was it him? I
think
think it was
remember that.
Mr. Burns.
Was it Burns?
Yeah.
it might have been Burns.
Because Mr. Burns hired the team.
That's right. Now I remember.
Yeah.
That was a fucking great
Yeah.
episode.
Right here.
Yeah, Daryl
There it
Strawberry. That was one of my favorites. So here's the weird
Isotopes.
thing. Well, here's the weird thing. Like I don't like baseball. I think it's a boring sport.
It is very boring.
It's
But-
fun to play.
But
yeah,
I
to watch,
but
it's
the-
just stupid.
But I love movies and shows that have baseball.
Oh,
in it
me
for
too,
some
man.
reason.
I just watched Major League not too long
Major
ago. It's
League's
fucking
great.
awesome.
Moneyball.
Moneyball's great.
Moneyball was
That
good
was a
too.
really good movie.
A League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Or a League of
Yeah, that
The
was a good
original
That was a
was
great
I
great.
really liked
Yeah.
that one.
I've
too.
never seen the other one.
I haven't either.
But
I heard it was.
that's
not
great. The
Field-
Sandlot.
there was
Sandlot's amazing.
fucking
There was
awesome.
Field of Dreams. It made it.
Field of
I haven't
the most
seen that one.
Field of
nostalgic
Dreams
one.
was good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got Ray Liotta in there, as
Yeah.
a baseball player.
Same thing with all the like Twilight Zone shows that they had baseball in. One of my favorite Twilight Zones is this kid. He has these magical baseball cards that he can go into the game,
Oh, cool.
right? And so he goes into the game. Spoiler alert: his mom throws them all in the fire because he kept them out all the time. She kept saying,
shit.
"If you keep them out, I'm going to throw these away." And she threw them as he's already in there into the fireplace and burned them all.
He burned too.
We don't know. It's a Twilight
Yeah.
Zone.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
You know what?
Hitchcock's face.
That show used to be so fucking good.
Oh,
That
you-
one needs
the
to come
originals
back.
were amazing.
The
Bring it
originals,
back.
but even the was
the
it
later ones
80s
were
and
good, too.
90s?
Yeah, those were
Those
good,
were
too.
great,
the
too.
John Lithgow one where he was on the plane.
Yes,
Yeah, but that's
that was
the
the movie.
movie.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That was the
wasn't
movie.
it?
That's the
Yeah.
movie.
and that was
they-
a remake of the Shatner
Yeah,
one
the
from
Shatner
the original
one,
show.
yeah.
So they
Yeah.
had the Gremlin. It was the first one, I think. The Gremlin
The
on
opening
the plane.
scene from
Yeah.
that movie.
Oh,
though, when
yeah,
they're riding
Dan
Midnight
Aykroyd.
Special, and they're
Yeah.
oh my,
But the
gave me fucking nightmares
Oh
for
yeah,
fucking
you want to see
years.
something really scary?
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
the best one out of the because it was like 3. They always did things in 3s
Yeah.
in those things back then. Like what was the other one that did that? Fuck,
There was the airplane that they drew the tires for. Was that
I don't know if
Hitchcock
that's that
or was
one.
that was the Amazing Stories?
But they always did them.
Might have been Amazing Stories.
Threes.
That was another good one.
Creepshow was the other one that did like 3
Creepshow,
shows.
yep.
yeah.
But the best one in that Twilight Zone movie is the last one, and it's the one where the super racist guy
Yes.
ends up going back in time.
You know what? In real life, him
That happened.
Yeah, well,
It happened in real life.
In real life, that actor and 2 of the kids in the scene with him were killed by a helicopter crash into it.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
the-
I forgot
the-
there was some. That's the
Yeah.
other thing about movies nowadays. Everyone's a
me.
pussy.
It's me.
Everyone's a pussy nowadays. People died in movies back
Yeah,
then.
and the director
And then they
John
just
Landis,
put it out.
Yeah, the director John
In
Landis
memorandum.
got sued and like almost fucking.
but
I
that
think he
was
almost went to
such
jail.
a great fucking
It
story.
was awesome.
I didn't understand it as a child until I watched it when I was a little bit
Yeah.
older. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first time I saw that movie was like 6.
Yeah, I was pretty young too.
See,
when
I
saw it.
loved the show. I loved all those shows.
I did too.
I would watch. What was that? Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Tales from the Dark Side.
Tales from the Dark Side. That was
That
great.
was a great one.
That was actually one of my
Me
favorites.
too.
They
They had a movie of that too.
What was the other ones?
was
Yeah,
Amazing-
the movie is
Amazing
the one.
Stories
Movie
was
was
another
great.
one.
Amazing Stories.
The movie's the one that had the kid that had all the powers and shit, right?
That was Amazing Stories.
No, that was
No,
The
he's
kid-
right.
Kid was
yeah.
a psychic one, wasn't
No,
he? Like,
he's right. The
He
kid
wasn't.
like
He wasn't a psychic.
No, he was
could
like holding
conjure.
his-
He
Yeah.
could conjure
Like,
Like
shit
he
up.
made
and-
his sister have no mouth.
yeah,
Yes,
he was like
that-
holding
that's
his
out
whole
of
family
Tales from the Dark
hostage.
Side.
Yeah.
Was that Tales from
Yeah.
the Dark
Yeah.
Side?
yeah.
Because
And
that
the
was also
crazy
the
ass
same.
fucking rabbit that showed up in the
Yes.
house. Oh my!
Yeah,
fucking
because
Yeah,
that was
Tales
the
from
same
the Dark Side was
one-
fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was the same one that
remember
had the
that.
gargoyle story. Remember where the guy like he sees someone
He
get killed
became
by
the
a gargoyle
gargoyle or something like
no,
that.
the woman
Well,
he
he
married
put somebody
ended
into
up
television.
getting like the woman he married ended up turning into the gargoyle because he like broke a promise or something.
Who did he put into the television? Was it the babysitter?
No, it was his sister.
It was his sister
running from the
yeah.
fucking cartoon people.
Yeah.
God, that was
Put her
a
in there.
fucking nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
fever fucking dream.
But
Fuck yeah, it
Tales
was.
from the Dark
It
Side
was
had some
great.
fucking great episodes.
Oh,
I
awesome.
wish some of those things would come back. Like Creepshow
I
was
know.
great.
They've made some new Creepshow
Yeah, but
stuff.
but
But they're on
not,
Shudder.
and they're also not. A lot of the things aren't as good. Like the
No.
writing sucks
Yeah,
now.
it's not as good.
The
as it
writing
used
back
to be.
then, for some
I
reason, was
watched,
really, really good on those style of shows.
Yeah.
Other shows, maybe not.
I feel like it's because the writers also back then they just knew how to write a story
yeah, it was
very
cocaine.
well.
They all
yeah,
had fucking cocaine.
it was '80s. It was.
They had higher standards when it came to writing.
No, it was cocaine.
It was-
It's
it
just,
was fucking-
Tim's right. It
cocaine,
was
too.
all cocaine.
Rails of cocaine while they're in the writing room.
It was
dude.
all
It's just-
cocaine and like, oh shit, AIDS is a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
Well,
it was.
And if you,
You wanna-
sneeze on
no.
someone, you might get AIDS.
You want to see a movie that was made entirely while the director was on cocaine? Maximum Overdrive.
Well,
Stephen
that's
King
a terrible
directed that.
fucking movie.
It's fucking awful. But Stephen King has said he doesn't remember anything from making that because he was
doesn't-
on.
he doesn't remember
high on
Cujo.
cocaine the whole time.
He doesn't remember writing Cujo at
He
all.
doesn't?
Not at all. He didn't even know that that was a thing till years later.
Wow.
Well, that's Stephen King for you. That guy's
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
wacko
dude,
anyway.
he used to
Yeah.
be on everything. But
he's even more. He's whack. He's still a crazy person.
Well,
on
see,
Twitter
that's.
and shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, if they tried doing something like that these days, I don't think it'd have the fear factor that did when we were kids.
maybe
Our
not.
kids, I mean, kids these days are so fucking jaded. Really, we didn't have the internet then, right?
No.
We didn't have all the scary shit you see on the internet. Now
Al
it's just
Gore
no-
hadn't invented it yet.
We just. I think kids today would
Really
have
said
like.
that.
I'm not worried about my kids seeing a scary movie because I don't think they're gonna get. Even if there is a slight bit of trauma with it, which I doubt there would be.
Yeah.
Like, what are they gonna be afraid of?
Well, my ex, her daughter, fucking loved scary movies.
Yeah, my daughter loves them
That's
too. She's
all
like-
she wanted to watch.
Yeah,
She loved
just
she
loves
loved-
horror movies.
She loved the idea of being scared to where she was like, I don't want to go upstairs
Yeah.
now and go to bed. I want to
Well,
stay
as
down
parents,
here.
you get annoyed by that, so you
yeah,
don't want to watch.
but she loved that. I mean, she loved the new It. I mean, she was like 9
yeah,
when that came out.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
how old
they
like
had
most
some
of us were
scary
when we were
shit
watching
in
that
it,
shit.
But really,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe because I'm an adult and I don't really see scary stuff anymore as
It's-
scary. But
I think the one that really got her was one of the Annabelles. Because I don't think it was the
Oh,
first
yeah.
one. I think it was like the second one where it had all these crazy shit.
mine
things
was
going
I
on.
think it's
my
just 'cause-
daughter's was Conjuring. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
she couldn't
Conjuring.
finish
Which
the
is all
second.
out
I
of the
don't wanna
same.
watch that
It's all out
anymore.
of the same universe.
Same universe, yeah.
I can't watch that.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it was those movies are the ones that got her where she was like, I'm not gonna go upstairs and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Can I sleep
Well,
downstairs on the couch?
Also,
We're
when
like,
you're a
yeah, that's
kid,
fine.
the suspension of disbelief is entirely different. Like, you know,
Well, yeah,
to
I was-
us, it's a lot more real when
I've
we're
told
kids
this story
than
how
when we're grown up.
the first fucking scary movie that I saw was, and it's dumb as shit now watching it, but back then was what was it? Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah,
The
great movie,
goofy ass fucking ones,
so much fun. I love those
or was it
movies.
Night of the Living Dead?
No, Night of the Living Dead was the serious one.
Okay, so it's Return of the Living
Return
Dead.
of the Living Dead were more comedy,
And it was, I think, the Return of the Living Dead. I think it was the first one.
yeah.
And
Where they're in the graveyard.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
The punk
okay.
rockers.
Uh-huh.
Fucking
Yeah.
titties.
Yep.
But
That
I was 5.
That was Linnea
I-
Quigley. She was,
I was-
naked the whole time.
Yeah, I was 5 when I watched that.
Yeah.
Right. So 5. And then I was scared of the dark till I was like 22. I was like, I'm gonna get fucking killed by a zombie.
That was your fear?
They had the oil zombie. Remember him? He was like all skeleton covered in like oil.
I
and
remember
shit.
seeing the
Yeah.
fucking dog that was supposed to be a fucking a cutout of a dog, so you could see the organs of it coming back to life inside its little fucking
Oh,
split cage thing.
Jesus.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and
too.
it's all
Yeah.
No, mine was Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
That was good.
Yeah, that was
I
a good
liked
one.
that
And
one
see,
though when
I
I
was
was a
scared
kid.
to death of what's
I
under my
remember
bed all the fucking time. I just
Night of
could
the
not
Creeps
stand
scared
that.
the crap out of me. when
Never
I was a
seen
kid.
that
Night
one.
of the Creeps. It was awesome. It was so it took place on in a college campus, and like these basically alien like slugs were going around, jumping into people's mouths and turning them into zombies.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm
dude.
talking about?
I didn't- yes, I vaguely
Yeah.
remember something
There was this
like
guy
that.
with like crutches and shit.
Is it something like them coming out of the drains too, or something
They,
like that?
well,
Is-
they did, but
is
they
it-
also like it's like this alien ship crash, and all these slugs start coming out, and they're like they move like super fast, and they jump into people's mouths and turn them into zombies.
vaguely
Sounds like
remember that.
every movie back then
I
because
vaguely
you also had
It was
remember.
80s,
you
yeah.
had Critters.
Oh yeah, Critters
Critters and
was fun.
Gremlins. Fucking
I-
crazy shit, dude.
Both of those were kind of more comedic, though.
I still haven't seen Critters, and I've always
the
wanted to.
cripes, as they call
Because my
them.
parents
Critters-
wouldn't let me watch
Yeah,
that.
Critters is awesome.
My parents wouldn't let me watch that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And like everybody in my class was like, critters, you got to
Yeah.
see it. This one critter kills a guy out of the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well,
what?
There's this one
That
part where
sounds awesome.
a bunch of critters go together and they make a giant
Yeah,
ball
critter
of critters.
ball. I heard about that. No, I know. See, this is the thing. This is how I got all the references.
Yeah.
All the kids that would talk about these things. So I knew about the critter ball, the fucking toilet
They-
scene, all that shit.
The aliens that come down to fight the critters. I'll see a music video, and so they decide to make themselves look like the characters from that music video. So they look like punk rockers or like it's fucking hilarious. So like the aliens
I love
have
the
to look like
80s.
they do, like humans do. So they see a music video and they look like I think Twisted Sisters.
Oh.
With a big flowing
80s
fucking
hairband.
It's like just
yes,
five
exactly.
five
Like,
D Snyders.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
You want to rock? Or I want to rock.
Essentially, the ones that are fighting the critters is a fucking 80s hairband.
Dude, that was the other thing that they did a lot of in movies
a
back
Britpop
then.
band or something like
They
that.
did a lot of that shit when the aliens would come down, like what Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They did, but they did a
Bullshit.
lot of shit like that where the guys would come back and they would pick the most obscure type of person to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'd be that, and you'd be like, "What
Why-
the
why
fuck?
did
the aliens
shoot-
didn't
Why did it go
understand
that
our
way?"
culture.
Well, even the Hulk Hogan movie, it was kind of like that.
Oh, that
one?
was
Where he was like-
Commando, no,
was
Suburban
he in
Commando?
Suburban Commando. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it kind of like that in that movie too? Wasn't he supposed to be like an alien or some shit that
I
came
don't
back?
think- Was he an alien?
Yeah, he
think
was
he
an
was.
alien trying
Oh,
to find
shit.
another alien that landed on
Yeah,
that planet.
and so he comes back and starts acting all this weird way, and I mean that
You
was
know-
back when he was a monster, like
Yeah.
he was fucking known by everybody.
You mentioned Hulk Hogan. I just found out that, I guess when he did Rocky 3, he got fired from the WWF for doing that, for being in that movie for 10 minutes.
I'm not surprised. So the WWF back then, when it was called that, and even now, they own your fucking name. So so he probably got fired on breach of contract for going and using his
Could have been.
Hulk Hogan
Yeah,
name
because he showed up in the movie as Hulk Hogan.
Yes. So because he's now doing it under a different property, he breached the contract, which says that this name only goes here.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why a lot of the guys now will just actually use their real name.
like Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Right.
No. He can't use The Rock anywhere.
He's
can.
just Dwayne Johnson.
He's Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
He cannot use The Rock anywhere.
Huh.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Dwayne the Rock Johnson in several
You've seen him,
credits.
but it's not ever going to have The Rock
But
in there.
that was also in the past when he was still with the WWE.
Look it up.
Yeah, like when he did
He's not with
Stand
them
Tall
anymore.
or whatever the fuck it is.
because he was
Walking
still he
Tall.
was still a wrestler then.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a
There was a couple other ones, like when he did
Promotional
the
thing.
Scorpion King. They announced it as Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
yeah.
Yeah, they announced it, but that's not him.
But also that was
Doing
still
it.
back in the day when he was still a wrestler. He was still
He
working
was
with
in
them.
Scorpion King, dude.
Yeah, but he was still a wrestler back then.
Yeah, but it's not going to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Here's cast Dwayne Johnson. They're not going to call him The Rock because they can't. Because the WWE actually owns the Rock name.
All right. Well, I'm just saying.
It's
It's billed as that.
Do you want to know why Ultimate Warrior named him or came out of the WWE and then actually changed his name to the Ultimate Warrior? He changed his legal name to that so he could use that name everywhere. Otherwise, he breaches the contract. You cannot. They cannot copyright or not copyright, but they cannot take your actual name and say you can't use it anywhere. So once he changed his name to our legal name, that's why he could use it. But he was a crazy motherfucker.
The Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, because I even think that guy from
He's always put in his,
dwarf
I
guy
remember
that,
Ashley.
The
that
Mummy
was in the
Returns,
new
yeah.
he was in the new Leprechaun movie. He went by his regular name too.
Who?
I think they call him Hornswoggle in WWE.
Yeah.
But he played the new Leprechaun in one of the newer Leprechaun movies, and he
Well,
used
some-
his real name.
Yeah,
Did you guys
they
watch
have
that,
to use their real name.
that Cocaine Bear? It just
No.
came out.
Yeah,
for,
I saw it.
Prime Video.
I saw it.
I'll have to check it out.
It's fucking terrible.
I heard it's terrible.
It's
But it's a
pretty
fun
terrible.
watch.
It's a fun
It's got
watch.
some funny shit in it.
But
See,
it's
The bear getting all hopped
it's
up on
edited
coke is
terribly.
pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that part was. Yeah.
So the Cocaine Bear just makes me want to watch American Made again.
What's her name? Fucking
That's it.
Felicity, man.
Eliz-
She's still hot.
Elizabeth Banks.
No, she was in Cocaine Bear.
Elizabeth Banks.
But
yeah, she's
um,
hot.
Yeah, she is. But I was thinking about the
She
girl.
wrote it.
She played
Huh?
Felicity.
She wrote and
Yeah, I
directed
know.
it. But yeah, Felicity, the mother.
Yeah,
You're talking
yeah,
about the mother.
Yeah,
that
she's
was in-
still
Yeah,
gorgeous.
she's beautiful.
I don't know who it is.
Look her up so I can see.
But no, they
I probably
made,
won't even know her by
you
her
could
name.
tell
I
they
could
made a
probably
mistake in
recognize
that
her.
movie, and she tried fixing it through editing.
Oh, sometimes that works. Sometimes it does
No,
not.
you could totally
Carrie
tell.
Russell. This
Yeah.
chick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was in it.
Yeah, she's good.
She
looking.
plays
They
the
actually
mom
had
in it. She's
a guy
she's
who
still
got
gorgeous.
TikTok famous was in it too. He was one of the
What?
ambulance drivers, the male ambulance
Oh,
driver.
really?
Yeah, he's a
I didn't
TikTok
know
guy.
that. Oh, okay.
I think he got the role through that. Now,
Probably.
another TikTok person I'm following is in a role called Hair Maids or something like that. So these people are getting movie roles.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool as shit. You know, you basically follow this person
this
and
is
find
one
out
of
that they
the-
become a celebrity because of it.
This is one of the reasons why I like the Now Times, right? The Now Times means that
Anybody can do
a
it.
schlub
Yeah.
in his basement can go, you know what? I'm going to start this channel and just see where it goes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
yeah.
this guy now has fame, money, and it's like, all because he just said, fuck it. I have this dream that Hollywood will never fucking fulfill.
The avenues to become successful and become famous.
There's so many
have
more.
opened up to everybody.
Yeah.
But the problem is, though, it's so saturated everywhere.
Yeah.
And we're part of the
Yeah,
saturation.
the competition's going to
100%.
be
Yeah.
insane.
Well, hey,
But I think that's what Dave Grohl said one time. He says he hates those
Prophet
shows called the
Dave Grohl.
Voice. And,
yeah,
you
those
know,
are- yeah.
you know, all of those ones because it basically it feeds this thing that anybody can do it instead of the person that's
Yeah.
in their garage fucking.
well, hey.
Yeah,
grinding
no,
and trying and
I know a
he was
guy.
pissed about
I
that.
know a guy.
Yeah.
You know a guy. We both know a
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
that thinks the
but
same
you know
way.
what? This is a good segue into like this Oliver Anthony guy that popped up. He has that big famous song, Richmond, North of Richmond, that just like
Yes,
fucking
dude, that
blew
song-
up.
No,
You
I heard
didn't
about,
hear about
that,
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I-
I've been selling my soul.
I watched a
But-
little bit of it. It's not my style. Don't like it.
Not
don't
my
care.
style either,
Yeah.
but I
Don't
actually
care.
like the song.
I thought it was. I don't. I thought it was. Nah.
But well, hey, but still,
I
the
like the
fact
message
is,
it's sent, and I
he-
like the effect that it has.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't- I don't
still, the
care
fact
for it
is,
at all.
he blew up because he struck a chord at the right time,
And
at the right
look,
kind of.
I wish the guy's
song.
success. It's just not my style.
Well, that's
Sure.
just
you
it.
know?
He's turning the success down because he doesn't
Yeah,
want it.
he turned down a bunch of
Which is
record
weird.
contracts.
I mean, that's how. Who was it? Who else was it that was found? Like, I mean, you've got Justin Bieber. I hated all that shit.
Yeah.
But that's how his success was. But it was
YouTube
It
and
was
all that.
his
Yeah.
parents that pushed that.
Well, that's the thing about this guy. I think that's why he's turning it down. It's like he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that lifestyle. He just likes recording music
the
out
thing
in the
is, though,
woods.
Yeah.
you don't have to live that lifestyle. There are plenty of fucking musicians
You've
that
never
have
seen
done
A Star Is
Sure.
Born?
No, because I
never watched it either.
it doesn't look.
It's a really good movie.
It's a remake.
It really is good. It's like one of the
Stop
better movies I've
crying.
seen. It's a good movie.
Tears coming.
It's a
down his eye.
remake.
I don't care if it's a remake. It's a fantastic
No,
remake. And
remakes
Bradley
are good,
Cooper's
like-
amazing in it. Absolutely amazing.
Like
in it.
we
And
talked about Walking Tall. That's a remake of a '70s movie.
Sure.
and it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
No, I don't mind. I mean, if it's done right, I don't mind a remake at all.
Yeah.
I mean, God forbid you don't touch my never-ending story. I
No,
still
they
love
will.
it. They
Yeah,
try to
but
do
will.
that shit. I'll be
I'm
pissed.
still so
Or
mad that they
Princess
made
Bride.
a
If you try
second
doing something
one.
like that.
Oh, yeah,
God.
dude, that
Still
was a
never
great
seen
one.
Princess Bride.
What?
It's-
Fucking classic.
It's-
I know a lot of the
it's-
references,
It's
though.
not gonna. It's not gonna. It's not gonna do anything. For
No,
you.
Probably
it's
not
the same thing
now.
as that fucking puppet movie you told me to watch. The Crystal something.
Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
started
a great
watching
one,
that. I was
too.
like, ugh,
Yeah,
not good.
it's not gonna be for you.
No.
It was great at
what
the
secret?
time.
Secret of Nim.
Yeah, that was another big one.
But I could still go back and watch The Labyrinth.
That's because you've
Sure.
seen it in the past. You have the
It's,
nostalgic hit of
it's
it.
still pretty good.
There's, but you've also
David Bowie's awesome in
Yeah,
it.
but you've also got
fucking what's her name?
sort of
God
a
damn it.
Sarah Connor.
no.
Yeah, it's not Sarah Connor. You fucking idiot.
It's Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer
I had a
Connelly.
giant crush on her.
Yes.
back in the day.
Who did?
Yes, everybody did.
Yeah.
Kevin,
I still
you
do.
and
She's
every
fucking
guy that
hot,
has
dude.
blood running
Right.
to their dick.
Even now, she is a fucking
She's had work
smoke
done,
show.
man, and she
Who
didn't need
cares? She's beautiful.
Didn't need that fucking
Absolutely
work done.
fucking
Hollywood.
beautiful. I have no.
Yeah, she was in the
qualms
new
against
Top
that.
Gun.
Yeah, she looked good in it.
No, she was when she was in the Hulk.
Yeah, she was.
Oh my
she was in that
fuck.
the
Yeah,
first
Yeah, dude.
one.
God.
When she turned into the Hulk, it was fucking hot.
She-Hulk. I can see her doing She-Hulk. Actually, it's not a bad idea.
No, it's a terrible idea, Tim.
It's not-
Terrible
it's not a bad one.
idea.
That show
no,
was
it's
fucking
terrible.
garbage.
What, She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
Yeah, I
It
never
was
watched
fucking
it. I'm not gonna
garbage.
waste my time with something like that. I had the comic books, but I actually have the original, the first one, and the second one.
Dude, my favorite thing about the She-Hulk stuff was when people came out and go, or not people, the creators and stuff. Well, if you guys don't like it, you're fucking misogynists. And you're like,
It's
Just
so
like what? Just like
fucking
the Ghostbuster
stupid.
one
Yeah,
with the chicks.
it's
It's
the
like,
same
oh yeah,
thing.
because you're no, it's just a fucking stupid.
it's the
movie.
movie
if I
sucked.
don't, look,
I'm not trying to watch a
plenty of
live action
movies-
cartoon. It's
there's-
basically what it was
But there's
to me.
plenty of movies that I don't like. Doesn't mean I'm against the message or what. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
It's like, what
Just
the fuck
hate-
are you talking
You know what
about?
I was thinking? I was thinking about this today. Actually, it's funny you should bring it up. It's like they're taking all these black actors and they're making them play what was traditionally a white
Little
person's
Little Mermaid, and I think now they've
Yeah.
got Snow White.
Snow
they
White,
got,
and
they
then
got a Latino
like,
girl.
You know, I was thinking.
Yeah, but they changed the dwarves.
What if
They're not
they-
dwarves anymore?
They're not dwarves
007, 007,
yeah.
a black guy, cast a black guy.
The only person that I've heard that black dude to fill the role.
Don Cheadle would
no,
probably.
No.
Was it Idris Elba?
Yes.
Yeah.
As-
He
Yeah,
was
I-
up
yes.
for the role for a minute.
Exactly right. The
Yes.
second you say
Yeah.
you hear that name, you go, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Brilliant,
absolutely."
right?
I
He's
think he
fucking
could do
great.
it, yeah.
But I want to see who's the actor that's played Peacemaker.
John Cena.
John Cena
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah.
Shaft.
That would be pretty good.
You piss off so many people.
But the
Why
thing-
not? You know what I mean?
But
Let's
that's the
get
thing.
John
This is
Cena
why
and
I
play
find it-
Shaft.
This is why I find it stupid. It's the same thing as like take Blade, right? Don't make Blade white, but make Blade Chinese dude. I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Well, he did
Blade's
have-
a
he did
black.
have
Yeah,
Donnie
no,
Yen.
I
He's a-
agree.
in
Make
one
a new
of them.
character.
But what I'm saying though, he's a black fucking vampire. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
It was I love the first Blade's great. Second,
Yeah.
third, nah.
Third one was stupid.
Yeah.
The
That
second
was
still
Ryan-
had its moments.
Well, the
Ryan-
second
Ryan-
I like kind of the
The third one
idea
was
behind
Ryan,
it.
Ryan Reynolds was in
Yeah.
the third one.
Yeah,
that one
he was
But
in the third one.
The
the
second
sec-
one was okay.
So was
The s-
Triple H from
but the
fucking
second one-
WWE out of the blue.
The second one, I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
With the weird hybrid
The-
vampires.
they were called like Reapers.
Yeah.
Those were
Yeah.
that. I
First-
like the idea, and then
Yeah, it
it
was a
wasn't
cool idea.
executed
Jaw,
the way
whatever.
it should have
No.
been.
I thought that was for the longest time. I thought that was Tom Cruise playing that character too.
Which one?
the
head of the
split
Reapers?
jaw, fucking
No,
vampire, the second one.
he was the same guy.
Damn-
Was in
damn close to
Hellboy 2. I don't remember his name, but he was
Dude,
the same guy
Hellboy,
that played
those
Hellboy
were
2.
great.
Those
Yeah,
were
those
good.
were like good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one that had.
The first, I think even the second one was
Second
good.
one was good too.
Yeah.
The Golden Army was the second
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And then what did they made a new one recently,
Yeah, they redid
and they
the
got a whole different actor for it.
recast
and I
the
heard it
character.
wasn't that great.
That's what I heard too. I never saw it.
I haven't
but
seen it either. I should watch it just to compare.
I heard
but-
a lot of people didn't like it.
Ron Perlman was excellent.
He just fucking embodied the
He's
character.
Hellboy,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. Well, just like
Um,
no one could do John Wick.
Right.
No,
There's no one that.
no,
can
you're
do
right,
John
and
Wick.
that's a character that I think that it's weird because I've always thought Keanu Reeves is a mediocre actor,
yeah, and
He's
he
not
is.
the greatest. Yeah.
and
He
in
really
he's
is.
always in, not always, but mostly in excellent movies.
yeah.
He's good at picking them,
Mm-hmm.
and his character's good enough for the movie.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like
Matrix.
Matrix, of course, but I'm thinking of what is it?
Point Break.
No,
I am an FBI
the one where
agent.
yeah, that one actually is not great.
It was a fun movie for the time.
Don't
though.
believe it, man. He's
No,
just scared.
Devil's Advocate.
Oh yeah,
That's
that was
the
a good one.
That's a
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And he's got a couple of moments in it where you're like, ooh, that's just bad.
I think
acting.
You have Al
I think
Pacino
but,
at 11.
but it's great.
The
Oh, it's fucking
entire
great.
movie, I think he says about a paragraph.
Yes, but there was one point when he gets like mad, and you're like, he's not mad,
Yeah.
you know, and you're like, that's
Me.
yeah, and he just comes in with that weird Southern accent that he
Yeah.
almost has.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
That's
but
a
it's
good- it is a
it's
good movie, though.
Great
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
movie.
that was actually fucking
Who was
cool as shit.
the his sister in it?
Charlize Theron was
Was it
the
that
love
chick?
Oh
interest.
no, it was
A chick
it was
that
the
looked
chick from
kinda-
Gladiator.
It's a chick that kind of looks like her.
His sister in the movie?
Yeah, that he
it
was
turns
supposed
out
to
that
fuck.
it's his sister.
Oh, the red curly haired
Yeah,
chick.
yeah.
God, she was fucking smoking in that
Yes.
as well.
She was
And
in
you get to see-
Gladiator.
actually, you're going to see Charlize.
There she is right there.
Charlize Theron's naked.
Charlize.
Charlize Theron is naked in that one,
Yeah.
too.
There she
I
is
mean, a
right
young
there.
puffy, but still
She's
gorgeous.
now she's a good actress,
Yeah.
right? So that's what we've had this conversation before, where you're like, what constitutes a good actor? Somebody that can blend into a role and make me not think that it's that person,
Right.
think that it's their original person, right?
Right, yeah. I mean,
You know.
Willem Dafoe, fantastic actor, but I always
Yes.
see him as Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Her name was Connie Nielsen.
Yeah, yeah. She
Was?
was hot in there.
Connie Nielsen. She was
Is she
also
dead?
in Gladiator. She was the.
Did she die?
Is she not
No,
with us
she's alive.
anymore? or-
Kevin, are we doing a
Okay.
seance to get her back?
No, she's alive.
No, don't be talking
Okay,
about
well
that
then
shit,
don't
man.
say her name was.
Whatever.
It is.
Whatever.
Is
Jesus,
the key
man.
word here.
Anyway,
But
she was
yeah.
in Gladiator.
Yeah, fucking
Hey,
smart.
Played the-
Danny
the
DeVito
princess.
hasn't died yet, so we're good.
No, he hasn't yet.
Nope.
Thank God.
That's because if we
Thank
call
God
it,
for that.
if we recognize it before, it's not going to happen.
Oh, so we can change the future.
Yeah. If as long as we
Yes.
don't recognize
We-
we're talking about an actor or an actress,
Yeah.
and the fact that they're going to die because we talked about them, then it won't happen.
That's true, I guess.
That's worked every time.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, aren't they making another Mad Max though?
What?
soon? I think they were supposed to be making another Mad Max. But no, talking about Charlize Theron and how she's a good actress, like fucking monster.
Yes. Oh my fucking
The fact
god.
that
Oh.
the
It's
fact that
called-
she put on the weight.
That wasn't
and,
her.
And
That was
no.
not Charlize
That's what I mean.
Theron.
You look at her and you go, "Oh no, that's Eileen Wuornos."
Yeah.
You're like, "That's her. She's the fucking murderer chick."
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She enveloped that role.
yeah.
So
Fucking beautiful.
there
So
is
fucking
a
great.
new Mad Max movie coming out. It's called Furiosa, which was
yeah, because that's her name.
yeah the
Yeah, it's based on
Charlize
her this
Theron's-
time.
Oh, that's kind
Name.
of cool.
I
All right,
don't-
I'd go with it.
I don't mind that.
I don't
you know?
mind
I
it.
can go with that.
But is it going to be executed well? Or is it going to be a message of
I had my
women?
doubts. I had my
that-
doubts about the last one, and it fucking blew
Yeah, the
my
last
mind.
one
It
was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because how are you gonna? How I mean,
I think
they
I
did all
saw
of it.
it
The
twice
chase
in the
scene.
theater-
They did
theater.
all the weird shit. Like,
Well-
the one scene where the dude walks up and drinks the breast milk, and it says, "Yeah, that's good."
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck do we need that for? But it's Mad
just
Max.
to show you how fucked up the world
Shit
is.
Yeah.
like that needs to
It's to show
fucking
you the-
happen. Like
the-
they pull the
So-
baby out of her stomach. You're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
why the fuck
It-
do I need
So
to see
apparently,
Because
after
it's-
Furiosa, there's going to be another Mad Max movie called The Wasteland. That might actually have Mad Max in it.
Okay. Well, that's the weird thing too. Is like
that? Are they going to use the same?
it was basically
Tom Hardy.
I don't know.
He
I
better
mean,
be.
Fury.
it doesn't really say anything about
Fury
it.
Road
but-
though, like when you
'cause
watch
they're
it,
still
like
early.
Tom Hardy, like he's supposed to be the main character, but you don't really see like he does stuff, but it's like not really focused on him.
It's
the
more
whole time.
focused on Furiosa.
Yeah.
No, it's actually more. It's
more on the chase.
It has
Well,
like
well, there's always a chase.
It
in
basically
Mad Max.
it basically has 3 focal points in it. It's Furiosa, Mad Max, and fucking what's the kid with the spray paint? Him.
I live, I die, I live
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah, the
It's basically just like 3 focal
the other
points on
cult
those
guy
3.
that comes with
Yeah.
him and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
where he changes his mind and he's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, okay, but you know he has a character arc.
He does.
Well, they needed. I think every single one of them had that too. I mean, the one where he, the Mel Gibson one. I think it was the second one, Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
No, that's
awesome.
the third one.
Was that
Yeah.
the?
That's the
Oh
third
yeah,
one.
that's right.
Yep.
It was the third
Second one was Road Warrior.
That's right, because the first one was just Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's
Thunderdome.
right before
And
the
then
whole
there's
world
Beyond
goes
Thunder,
totally to
or no,
shit.
Beyond Thunderdome is the third
That's the
one.
third
Yeah,
one.
that's what's called Beyond Thunder.
What
Yeah.
was the second one though?
That was
Road Warrior.
Road Warrior.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was fucking cool as
That
shit.
one was
too.
amazing.
The helicopter guy was fucking cool. As
Awesome.
Fuck, dude.
Well,
And
no.
I loved it because he had boobs on the side of his helicopter. Like, as a kid, I was like, "Oh my god, are those tits? Yes, they're tits."
Then there was that
I
like
love
feral
this
little
guy.
kid.
Yeah, the little fucking boomerang kid took the
See,
dude's
I don't-
fingers off,
I don't remember.
and then the
that.
gimp.
Oh god,
the
that's such a
gimp on
good
the
movie.
back of the
Yeah.
motorcycle. Oh my fucking god!
You guys are talking about
crazy
Beyond
movie.
Thunderdome.
No, this is the Road Warrior.
Road
The
Warrior.
second
You know
one.
what? That one I may not have seen.
Really? Oh man, that's one of the
I
best
think.
ones.
Well, I think I've seen.
That's
I've,
what. That's
I've
what
seen Mad Max.
solidified the fucking Mad Max series. in my
Absolutely.
opinion.
Well, so I think I've seen Mad Max and Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah,
and
there's
those
one
are
in
the
between.
two.
There's one in
And
between.
well, at the time, you know,
those are the ones.
you got to
that are on
remember, Tim. At,
TNT all the time.
but you got to remember, at the time, you had to either go and get it on fucking VHS or you had to set a time
HBO
and
or
find it
yeah.
on. You know, oh, it's going to be on this time. Oh shit, I won't be back till 7:30. It'll be half over.
Yep.
You know that's you had to do that. There was no in between.
yeah, there it is. Right
so
there.
that's probably why I didn't end up seeing.
the Road Warrior.
There's a lot of them that I haven't seen because of that. You know, just when I was a kid.
Fallout. The game Fallout and stuff was heavily based off of Mad Max.
Oh, I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
It even
definitely
got
see
the
it.
leather jacket with the
Yep.
shoulder pad. And
Yeah,
shit.
I mean it's
His fucking
supposed to
dog
be a
was so
post-apocalyptic
fucking
world.
cool
Yeah.
too. That little Australian shepherd. That
Fuck
he had, that
yeah,
Aussie
man.
yeah, because it's in Australia.
Oh, that makes
yeah.
sense then, doesn't it?
Yeah, he was shepherding.
See, I didn't know there was an original Mad Max until years later after watching.
That's a
these
good
two.
movie too.
And then I watched it. I think probably about 10 years ago for the first time. I was like, it had a pace that was different, but at the same time, it had
It's a
weird,
bit slower
like
paced.
the weird, the police chief, almost like he was a kink. You know what I mean? The big blonde burly guy
I know
that
who
wore
you're
the
talking
fucking
about. Yep.
scarf all the time, and it was a little bit more of a dandy, but
Yeah.
yeah, like blonde hair or something. Like.
I
and then
love
his
at the
buddy had
end that
blonde
final
hair.
crash where the bad guy hits and his eyeballs pop out.
And that guy there apparently was the play.
Stop
one
being
that
so
played-
animated.
I know I
That
can't help
actor
myself.
was the
Jesus.
same actor in Fury Road.
Oh, the guy that played like the king or whatever.
Yeah, same actor.
Oh shit,
from
was
that
it?
One,
I didn't realize
the
that.
same guy that played that one. So,
Badass.
yeah,
They brought him
played-
back.
Yeah, whatever
Cool.
his name was. The And the first in Mad Max, I can't remember what his name was.
I don't know.
I know the guy. One of the guys was Kundalini. He always called Kundalini was one of the bad guys, but the
Well, I don't
main bad guy, I can't remember his name. I think it was like Big Jeff or something like that. Or
I don't know. I don't remember the first one. I'd probably seen it once.
yeah,
I've seen Beyond Thunderdome probably 4 or 5 times.
that's
so
a good one.
I remember
Tina
that one.
Turner on that shit.
Well,
and then the handicap kid or the
I was
special
going
needs
to say,
kid.
I think that it's
Blasta Blasta.
I think Master Blaster.
Toe cutter.
Toe cutter.
Well, I
His
think
name's
Yeah.
I
Hugh
think
Keys Burn.
I think
Yeah.
Master Blaster, Mortal Kombat. What is it? Is it 10? I think Mortal Kombat 10. One of the characters is based off of that. It seems, and it's Farrah Tor. You have Farrah, who's this little chick,
yeah.
and she rides on Tor, who's this big fucking brooding monster
Dude,
that's a moron.
Look at that fucking
They say
cover of
he
the
says like
original
2
Mad
words.
Max.
Or the new one, Furiosa.
No, this is the original Mad Max cover. Look at that. That's fucking awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
The maximum force of the future.
Look up Farrah Tor
So fucking cool.
and show Tim. Show Tim the character from Mortal Kombat.
He even has that little dangly hand there in the back.
I know.
It's a tad questionable.
So this
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is their version of Master Blaster.
You're
Does he
right.
run
Yeah.
Bata Town?
Right here.
Say
Yeah, show
louder.
that one big.
Say with respect. Master Blaster runs Bata Town.
All right, I don't know what you're doing.
There
okay.
we go.
Yeah, so you had Farrah up top.
Yep.
The cool thing is she had all these spikes on her hands, kind of like the Predator. And like he would throw her at people
And use
shit.
her as a weapon.
Yeah, she was a weapon, and the thing is, so I think you could do 3 different versions of them.
They had the
And-
different like stance or fighting
Yeah,
styles.
well,
and
one of the
stuff.
versions of them, it was just Tor, right? And she would run in the background like saying things like, "Yeah, get him, blah, blah, fuck him," you know, like fuck him up. I was hoping they'd bring it back for MK1, but I think that they're only bringing Farrah back as like a cameo, is what I heard.
Oh,
but that may
really?
not even be true because that was during the rumor mill portion of it.
Yeah.
Bautista's been the spokesperson for MK1.
Yeah.
I noticed. He's
Yeah.
doing a lot of
Bautista has?
Yeah, doing a lot of commercials for
Oh,
Yeah,
him.
he did
I didn't see
the
He actually did the
Mortal
screen.
Kombat release commercial. Yeah, but he didn't do the right one. The fucking dude on the bench did the right one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But they also had a scene that was exactly the same, or not exactly, but as close as you can get to
There it is.
the 1995 when they released Mortal Kombat on consoles, right?
What's that one? When they run to the
No,
game
so
store?
there's that redhead kid that's in it that fucking goes like is crouched down like looking right in the camera, and then later's like this. That exact scene is brought from the original one.
is that right?
Yeah,
Jesus.
I
Even the commercials of nostalgia.
yeah. Well, I found it on just scrolling through Reddit, and they're like, "Does this look familiar?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Is that the same kid?" There's no way it's the same. It's definitely not the same kid because the kid that's in it now is like in his 20s. If it was the original kid, it'd be in like mid 40s, late 40s.
Yeah.
You know.
Or at
So-
least like late 30s.
No, it'd be way older than that. What was he, 3?
92 actually the first one came out. I
And
think.
forget
Yeah,
that
but that's not
we're
the
in
commercial.
2020s
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's been 20 years since 2020 or 2000. It's fucking wild.
Yeah,
man.
Kevin,
So
watch your
40s.
cholesterol.
I keep forgetting.
I'm
that
not
it's-
even
it's
going to
not-
tell you.
it's
There's
not
no point.
2004 right now. It's 2023 right now.
Yeah.
I know. Isn't that dumb?
Fucking
It
retarded.
sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It really
This
does.
is just turning into a sad show
It's
now.
getting old. Fucking sucks.
Dude,
ass,
we're
man.
getting close to the Demolition Man year where he goes to. It's like 2032. That's not that far
No,
away.
It was something I just watched recently.
I just
I
watched,
was gonna
yeah,
say,
I just watched,
I want
I
to
just
rewatch
watched it
that
a week
again.
or so ago.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie. It's a
Yeah.
bad movie, but it's fun.
It's a fucking great movie.
I don't look at them the same way you do. I look at a lot of these movies that are fun movies. They're not good movies.
Well,
You know
I
what I
wouldn't
mean?
say like it was an Oscar winner.
I'm
or
not going to
anything
put
like
it up
that.
against Shawshank Redemption.
No. But
To
it's
me,
still,
that's
it's
a-
good
that's
in
a-
other ways.
But Shawshank's a good movie.
Oh, that's a great
This is a
movie.
fun movie, and a fun movie's
Yeah.
fine.
And you know what's
But
funny?
Demolition Man?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a very
They
fun
got some
movie.
The
shit
Wesley
right
Snipes
about
one?
the
Yeah.
future. Yeah.
That's a way fun movie.
Not as
Yeah,
fun as
it's
Judge
great.
Dredd.
Judge Dredd's awesome too.
I'm sorry. It's a good one.
It is
It's
a
o-
good one.
It's okay.
What was the other one that he did too when he was with Sandra Bullock? Was that
another
Demolition
one?
Man?
Yeah,
No,
that's
Demolition
Yeah,
Man
that
was with Sandra Bullock.
The
Yeah.
shells
Yeah.
and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then every time he
The
said
3
fuck,
seashells.
he's like, oh, now I found a way to wipe my ass.
Yeah, get toilet paper. See you in a few minutes.
That was a good part.
Dennis Leary in the
Underground.
sewers.
And Dennis Leary being
Rat
Dennis
burgers.
Leary
Yeah.
doing fucking
Talking
Bill
about
Hicks.
rubbing green jello all over his body and
No,
running through the streets reading Playboy
What
magazine.
the fuck just happened? My microphone just cut out. That
you
was
bump it?
weird. No, that was fucking weird. But no, Dennis Leary doing Bill Hicks in a fucking movie
Pretty
is what he
much.
was doing.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
And that's the thing that drives me nuts. Like Dennis Leary,
He stole a lot.
yeah,
Was he?
his whole,
Yeah.
that whole dude. You could watch his like original stand-up special that he had, the hour-long one, and the cigarette thing that he talks about in it. Like he just talks about cigarettes. It's not word for word, but it is almost the same bit as Bill Hicks.
Huh.
And it's like Dennis Leary was a little bit more well known because he did all those MTV spots and shit like that.
Yeah.
And where you'd get up there and bitch about stuff, and you're like,
The kids loved him.
I don't know why. I thought he was.
That's why.
I-
Because he would go up and talk shit.
I liked him in Judgment Night.
I don't think I
You
saw
watched?
that one.
I told you to watch it recently.
I never saw it, though. I
Watch
didn't
it,
even get to see
motherfucker.
Judgment Night.
Judgment Night. It's great. It was where they took the soundtrack and just took a hip hop group and a fucking rock band and did mashups through the whole fucking soundtrack.
Like, what was it? Aerosmith and
Actually, Body Count was one of the bands, so technically they already did that.
Aerosmith and
Digital? No, not Digital Underground.
It wasn't Two Live Crew.
No, that was Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Yeah, Run DMC did it with
that's
Aerosmith,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
They did that in like what, the early '90s?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember them showing up on MTV stage to do it.
Yeah.
The door exploded open, and here comes Aerosmith.
Well,
and he
I
had
think-
to like kick the rest of it down because they fucked up.
Well, and I think the first band that actually got that to work.
Beastie Boys.
No, Body Count. Beastie Boys, yes, but they went from one genre to another.
They covered pretty much all genres. Well, save for country and a few.
Not
others,
not as
but they-
much. I mean,
they
they
had
Heart Attack
instrument-
Man.
Yeah, they
You
had
know.
instrumentals. They had rock. They had
Yeah.
They had punk.
Well, they started out
They
as
had
a
rap.
punk band.
Yeah.
I was never a
They
big
had a
Beastie
chick
Boys
in the
fan.
band at one point.
Beg pardon?
I said I wasn't never a big Beastie Boys fan. I couldn't stand the main lead singer's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, it was. Not to say they didn't have a couple of good songs, but I couldn't stand his voice. Just like the Jane's Addiction, I couldn't stand that lead singer either.
Fuck, what is his name?
Jane.
Something Perry.
Yeah,
Perry
something.
Perry. What is his name? You know it.
I don't know it.
You have to know it. That's your style of music.
I love Jane's Addiction.
I-
See,
that's
I-
what
I
I mean.
can't
love
stand
Beastie
him.
Boys, and I love.
Perry Farrell.
Perry Farrell, there it is. Yep.
Yeah, but
There we go.
I could never stand his voice, man. He just drove me crazy. Yeah. The music itself sounded good. It's just his voice ruined it.
Yeah, I thought
Well,
there were a couple
I
of
said
songs
the
that were
same thing
okay.
about AIC. I couldn't stand his.
Who's AIC?
Alice in
that's
Chains.
Oh, Alice in
I
Chains,
couldn't
yeah.
stand.
Yeah, and then they got a.
Sitting in an angry
and Primus. I
chair.
couldn't
got into-
stand fucking Primus.
Promise.
And that guy.
I still find it funny that he-
everyone loved Primus. I couldn't stand it.
I like Primus because they're goofy, you know, and it was the only goofy band I actually liked at
Come
the
on
time.
down to South Park and meet
Nah,
some
but
friends of
no,
mine.
the fucking
Jared was a record driver.
No,
Went on his big brown beaver.
yes,
Yeah.
that's the song. Him and
his
his fucking giant cowboy hat, looking like he's at a Toy Story or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
I could not get into him.
But the weird thing is, he tried out. I don't know if this is on the rumor mill, but he apparently tried out for Metallica, and they were just like, "You're too good for this band." Like,
What?
he's an insanely
is that
good.
what he said, or is that what they said?
No, it was a big rumor in the '90s and shit,
right.
and late
It's
early
like a friend of ours
2000s.
saying he couldn't
But
play
I
baseball.
actually think that's actually what happened, because he is insanely good, but they don't want somebody that's fucking playing weird fills behind them. They want somebody that's playing the simple shit so the guitars can be the ones to do that shit. That's probably why they were like, yeah, we don't want that. And that's their nice way of saying, you're doing too much, motherfucker. Go do that in your own weird band.
Yeah,
And he did. They made...
basically like Radiohead and Tom York.
Yeah. Radiohead. I don't know if I liked one song of theirs.
Plastic Trees and
Yeah.
Karma Police and
No.
there's another one.
I
No,
don't know.
Tom York's talented as fuck.
Yeah.
That guy's insanely good. guitar
I
and
just-
singing. But
I just didn't like. It's the same thing with like Oasis. I didn't like any of that shit either.
Yeah, I never liked Oasis either.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't compare him to.
I know I'm not
Oasis.
comparing them, but
Oh, I
I'm
was
saying
gonna
like
say.
like bands that took off and it's like
No, Oasis took off. They had like one hit.
no, they were huge.
Oh wait, here's another one.
huge for a long time.
U2. I was never into
Never-
U2.
yeah,
No
Never-
one's
never
into
understood
U2.
that.
No one. Even when they put like they demanded you down. Like when you got Apple.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Music,
remember that
you
shit?
had to have that fucking album.
It's not
Like,
even
it
you had
came
to
with
have it.
It came with it, and you couldn't delete it.
You couldn't delete it. That was the
Jesus.
problem.
Yeah.
And everyone was so pissed that Apple finally gave in and said, "Okay, you can delete
It's
it."
like, why
and
is
I
this horse
immediately,
shit on my fucking
I
phone?
immediately deleted it.
I remember that.
And
too.
that was
That's
in what?
crazy they actually did that.
iTunes.
Wasn't
yeah.
that in like
Wow.
When they
2013?
first
I think it was like 2013.
Yeah, something like that. Because iTunes was the iPod first or iTunes first? Because I can't remember if
I think
an
it was the
iPod.
iPod.
and iTunes showed up when maybe the first iPhone.
You know
showed
what?
up?
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right that it was earlier than that. So it would have had to have been in like 2007, 2008.
There's something like that. Because I remember when they launched iTunes.
That's right.
YouTube was the first.
That's
thing
right,
with
because
it.
I tried deleting it off my computer because that's
Yeah.
back when I only had the
Yep.
computer for it.
That's what it was.
So yeah, when I was on iTunes,
Because Napster shut down, you couldn't find
Yeah.
fucking music anymore.
but I was on iTunes looking at this shit and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then listening to like some radio show
It's
later
probably
on, and they're
it's
talking.
probably
about-
still on mine.
Oh, it's not on mine. It's definitely not. They allowed us to delete it, and the second they did that, I was like, "Get the fuck out of here with your fucking sunglasses and your one name."
Bono.
Bono.
Yeah.
I remember the South Park episode about Bono.
I think I remember it, seeing it.
So
It's been a
Ran-
while.
Randy-
Wasn't he like a giant or something?
no,
like that?
Randy is trying to take the biggest shit in the world because he thought
Oh.
like he took a shit and they used Katie Couric as the
Okay, the Kirk meter or
yeah,
whatever.
not meters.
Or
It's how many Courics, and
How
that's
many
the weight
Kirks?
of it.
That's it.
I think he was like at 18 Courics, and then Bono's like, I'm gonna beat this because I have to be the
I
number
do
one
remember
and
that
everything.
one.
And so Bono fucking ends up like going, oh, I beat the record, and like, well, show us. And it's like, technically Bono did because he's a big piece of shit. that was the ending joke to it. So it was fucking great. I love South Park for that type of shit. Their humor is just, it's amazing.
He is a big piece of shit.
Yeah, no, that's the great thing about it. It's like this whole fucking running thing for the ending reveal to be like, he was actually shit out and he was alive.
He's a living shit.
So good.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of those guys.
No, I
never-
never
never
understood
have.
that
the other
one.
one is Dave Matthews Band. I can't.
Oh, I
understand
can't stand
the
that.
other one.
Yeah, I was never into that either.
What about Hootie and the Blowfish?
Well,
Fucking hated that.
I didn't like Hootie. I don't like Darius Rutger either.
Yeah.
But I do
don't care
appreciate.
about-
I appreciate his talent.
No,
The fact that he
I don't-
changed his genre completely and got even bigger.
yeah, no, he's huge. Or I don't know if he's huge now, but like just recently, like a couple of years ago, he was huge in country music. Huge.
Yeah.
Like a
And
big,
that doesn't
big
happen
touring
very
act.
often when you change a genre like that.
No, I think it happened for what's his name, Everlast. Everlast did that.
Okay, yeah, he did.
Everlast went from fucking House of Pain
Yeah, he bounced around.
to writing guitar songs.
Yeah, but one song. One
No,
hit.
he was doing pretty well for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had more than one song, but he went from a genre of hip hop to fucking like acoustic music
Yeah.
and became pretty big from that. Now
Fred Durst tried it.
yeah, Fred Durst.
Now he's a director.
What?
Yeah.
What's he direct? Porn?
He directed that movie where
That would make
John
sense.
Travolta plays
With his
a
backwards hat.
retarded man
What?
What?
that like gets obsessed with Devon Sawa and like stalks him. Yeah, it's called it's called like The
It's
Fanatic.
called fucking Crazy Fever Dream. That
It's called
sounds
The Fanatic.
American
fucking nuts.
singer. No. He's 53 years old.
Here it
That
is.
Make you feel old.
The
right
Fanatic.
Yeah.
Here it is. The
He's
Fanatic.
also got kind of that voice.
now. Yeah.
The Fanatic. And
Yeah,
it's
The
directed by
Fanatic.
Fred Durst.
I keep forgetting that.
He's got a sex tape out too. Apparently.
Oh, that's not surprising. He probably did that on a, like a lot of them do. He probably tried to Kardashian it, like, oh no, it got out there, and now my name's getting bigger.
No way. He didn't do the education of Charlie.
Here's the thing, dude. I always forget
There's
that.
the Fanatic cover.
Well, I always forget this that Devon Sawa is not the dead one.
Yeah, no, he's alive.
Yeah, it's what is it? Jonathan Landis?
No, Jonathan Brandis.
Jonathan Brandis.
Yeah,
there
the,
we go.
The kid that was in Sidekicks. Remember that with Chuck Norris?
No, I don't. I remember that. I don't think I watched it because I thought that I hated those ones.
Well, Winnie Cooper was in it too.
I hated Three Ninjas. I hated all the stupid fucking goofy karate movies that came out.
Three Ninjas was fucking hilarious.
I hated that
hilarious.
shit.
Remember when they threw the fucking CDs as ninja stars?
Yes, I hated that shit. I hated that
beat up
fucking
like those
movie.
pizza
It was
guys.
It was the first time you ever saw CDs on TV. It was
Well,
like, what are you doing with all those CDs? He's throwing them as ninja stars.
The only good goofy fucking ninja stuff that I liked was Ninja Turtles.
yeah,
And it's really only the first fucking one. I watched the newest one recently, and I'm
the
like,
one that just came out.
I think it was 2016.
No, there's one that's out right now.
Oh, is there? But it's probably
Yeah.
another fucking.
But it's voiced. It's
fuck,
got
what's his
got a
name?
really crazy, really good cast too.
Like the comics
crazy
they were
voice.
based on were actually violent and
Oh,
more adult.
on top of
and
it,
more mature.
you couldn't tell which one they were except
Yeah.
by what their weapons were,
That's exactly right.
because they all had the same red.
Same red band.
Red
headband,
bands
Yep.
and red accents on stuff.
Yeah.
Like I think red wristbands,
So yeah,
and
Exactly.
shit like that.
2023. Here's the cast for the one that's out.
Yeah, but who is it? Who's the director?
Jackie Chan is Splinter.
Jackie Chan. is
Yeah, I
Splinter?
think that's
Yeah.
who was in the last one. Who's the director?
I'm pulling it up now. Overview. The director is going to
Michael
be
Bay, right?
Jeff Rowe.
Oh, okay, maybe it's good. Because the last one
Producers.
Yeah,
was
as long as
meh.
it- yeah,
Listen
it
to the
was- yeah.
producers. Seth Rogen. Evan
Oh,
Goldberg,
that's
James
right.
Weaver.
It's gonna be
That's
shit.
right.
It's gonna be
And I
garbage.
think isn't Seth Rogen Raphael in
So
this?
yeah,
I think he is.
Nicholas Cantu. I don't know who that is.
think he is
if,
one of
if Seth Rogen's involved in it, it's
No,
gonna be
Seth
garbage.
Rogen is Bebop,
Okay, I knew he was somebody in it.
Yeah, it'll be
and
garbage.
then John Cena is Rocksteady.
See, I didn't mind that out of the Michael Bay one. The Bebop and Rocksteady characters were good.
They got kids.
That was like the only good part of it. The rest
So,
of it
yeah,
was
they got
Yeah.
they got kids playing the actual Ninja Turtle voices.
Here's the thing I hate those. Everything's
Ice
so
Cube's in it.
fucking CGI in these. That's the thing I hate
Yeah.
about it.
yeah.
That's why I love the
originals?
first
Yeah.
movie that came out in like 92
No,
or 93.
Yeah. It was
I think
all.
this
it was
is gonna be a
all
fun
practical
like
effects.
Practical effects. Yeah.
And the costumes were actual fucking costumes.
yeah, they had like animatronic mouths and eyes.
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
I remember hearing a podcast. The guy that played, I think Michelangelo, he didn't do the voice acting
yeah,
for it.
they all had different voice actors for him. Yeah.
Yeah, but he played the actual the character
Uh-huh.
out there, and he said, "I will never do that again."
Well, yeah,
I
that would
bet.
suck ass.
It
in
was
that-
probably
in
a
that
nightmare
fucking
in
But
those
outfit.
things.
he ended up, I think, getting the fucking suit or somehow.
Well,
I don't know
there-
how he got it.
I remember there's a girl that was crazy about that show, that movie, and would actually like save all her money up just to buy props from it. She had 3 of the animatronic heads
Whoa,
That's
really?
cool.
that
That
she
is
actually
pretty
bought
cool.
and she owns, and she wears them around and shit. I
Badass.
think she's got the full Donatello outfit.
Whoa.
Yeah, but that's all she does.
And I heard it takes like 3 hours to get into that suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard they were swelteringly.
Oh
hot.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you got animatronics like literally.
It's
wearing-
not just the
Well,
animatronics;
it's not just that.
it's what it's made of.
It's made
the,
of like
the
this
poly
latex.
rubber or
the
whatever
thick
it is.
neoprene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
That's
it's
probably
like
what he was
it's like
talking about
wearing
saying,
a
we would never do it again.
yeah, it's like wearing a fucking 3-inch thick version of a fucking diving suit.
Exactly.
Is
Yeah.
what it was.
and it just
nightmare.
doesn't breathe.
No,
It's like
okay, so a
Ace
wet
Ventura
or
is stuck in the
dry
rhino.
suit,
Yeah.
not a wetsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it becomes wet, I'm sure.
No, the difference between a dry suit and a wetsuit? Dry suit doesn't get wet inside.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not understand this?
From outside elements, no.
It's designed for diving.
Yeah, I know what a wetsuit and a dive suit is.
Have you ever tried have you put on a wetsuit?
Yeah.
They suck.
It's terrible.
But holy shit, it's
I
amazing.
put it on backwards because I thought the zipper was supposed to go in front. I'm not even kidding you. Like, this fucking fits weird. And I zip it. Well, you got it on backwards. It's like,
Way to go, stupid.
well, I was wondering why there's that long tassel on the zipper too. It's like, well, it'll make fucking sense. And it's like, oh, all right, now it does.
Tim was trying to fuck himself
Like
in the
if this
suit.
thing snagged on a shark.
Well, it made sense. It's like, well, yeah, you zip it up the front.
No.
But no, I was wrong.
You
And
were way
I
wrong.
Figured that out. But yeah, I've worn those before.
Yeah, they suck. They're great once you get in for like 5 minutes because that small layer of water that's around you just heats up.
Yeah, it's surprisingly warm.
It's way surprising. When I jumped in first, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's so cold. And then like 5 minutes in, I'm like, Dude, I feel fucking warm. Like
Once
it's
your
almost
body
like
heat starts heating it up.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I just said. Kevin, you always do that.
I was writing.
He explains the exact thing I'm just saying. This is why I love having you
I
on
keep
this.
notes.
No,
and
no, that's
I,
why.
I zonk out of the conversation.
This is why I
and
love
then
having
come
you on
back.
this whole show thing experience. It's great where Tim, tell us how to fix a tire, and then Kevin will be like, "Oh, you pull it off like this, and then you pull it," and you're like, "Tim just explained it. Why are you explaining it again?" Well, I thought maybe the audience wanted to know. They know. They know exactly what you just said
I'm not
because Tim just
100%,
said it.
But this Ninja Turtles looks like it's an animated thing.
It is.
Oh.
It is animated. The newest
Crap.
one
Is
is.
it the one that's coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The newest ones, they went back to the animation portion of it. I mean, I love the what was it, 80s and 90s.
The cartoon.
The cartoon
yeah.
was great.
Well, that same with X-Men. The X-Men cartoon.
That was
fucking
badass.
awesome.
See, I
And
never
actually,
watched that.
You can get every single one of them on. What was it? One of the streaming deals. Streaming deals has all of the.
Still
X-Men
has one of the
cartoons.
best openings, like of any fucking show. Yeah, that song was badass.
Never watched. But I never was into the.
That opening was awesome.
And then Jubilee with her sparkle hands.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
See, I
there
was.
she is.
I was never into any of
Good for
the
her.
superhero stuff back then at all.
Oh, really?
But
You
I
missed
I've-
out,
I've-
man.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I've never been into the superhero genre of anything, right? So I watched like
Comic books or nothing like that?
no. The only comic book I really loved when I was a kid was The Punisher.
I love.
I like
Punisher,
that
too.
type of shit.
Punisher was
right?
awesome.
I also have the graphic novels of RoboCop 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
They're based off the movies, but they're actually more graphic than the movies, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
You can get
'Cause
away
the
with a
fir-
lot more in
well,
comics.
the first one was like the first movie, extremely graphic.
For sure.
Right? When they blow his hand off and all that shit.
Wait, what movie was that?
RoboCop
RoboCop.
1.
The first
Oh,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Well, and then
that
when
one was-
Ed 209 guns down that fucking corporate guy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
but
just,
you
he's just
watch-
unloading.
You
on
watch
him.
that now, and actually, so the original cut of that was supposed to be like 3 minutes of that.
And him shitting himself and
It's seriously, the original cut was the Ed 209 part.
Just kept
they
keeps
wanted it
unloading.
overly long to kind of drive the point home, right?
it just gets
and it was
annihilated.
because in the movie it's like what 15 seconds
Something
that it takes.
Like that. Yeah.
They wanted it in the original cut for it to be like 3 minutes of it, Ed 209 just unloading on this guy. And,
I wonder what caliber those guns were.
dude, the size of that thing looks like 20 mil, which
Oh,
is
I know.
insane.
It sounds like cannons going.
yeah,
off, just boom, 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 boom.
it's
that
basically
was
a 20
really
mil
cool
would be.
designed robot, though.
Yeah,
I would
I-
say that, like the nightmarish as well. The one that was like walking down the steps, and you see it checking its step,
Well,
and his little
Yeah.
toes or whatever open
then
and
it
close,
falls.
and just
it almost
tumbles.
has an alien vibe to it.
Yeah, there was something about
Because
it.
of the whole no eyes and the fucking top curved
Yeah.
back the way it was.
Armored Core did something similar to that, didn't
That,
they? Base one of
there's
those
a new
off-
one coming out.
Yeah,
New Armored Core.
I think they based one of those robots off of that.
Probably.
Yeah, Ed 209. I always liked Ed 209
Armored
as
Core's the shit.
fucking robot and that
Yeah.
shit. That was there's the second
The
movie
one,
I didn't
the
like
one
as
robot
much.
in that, in the first one, then when they were testing them all out, the one that just rips its helmet off.
Yeah,
and it's
that
just
was
a
awesome.
skull and just,
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, the second one I
cool
didn't
as shit.
I didn't really like the bad guy as much.
yeah.
Oh,
he was
what's his-
became a robot that was addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fuck. What was the name of the drug?
Nuke.
Nuke. That's right.
And the young
Yeah.
kid, the kid gangster.
Yeah. Oh, dude, in the graphic novel, it's more violent how he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I need to find those They're great.
But yeah, they made the face more like a Max Headroom style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I remember Max Headroom being everywhere.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
And I think, did they kind of play off of that in Back to the Future
Yeah,
too?
the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did.
yeah, almost like
It
every
was in
server
the
had that face.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
it was
the-
in that like fucking
Ayatollah Khomeini and fucking
Yes.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
But the
That
way
was
that
it,
that they
yeah.
were talking, they did the whole
Yeah, there was
the
Max Headroom
glitching,
thing, yeah.
twitching
because they had the
and shit,
background
yeah.
too. They had the striped background or the static
Mhm.
background. They made it almost like Max Headroom.
Well, Max Headroom, what started as a British thing?
No,
Well, that guy
it
was
was
American.
British. He was American, but it was a British thing.
British show.
Yeah, it was part of a British show that Max Headroom would come on
It glitched
for
a lot. too.
really
That was
short.
cool.
Yeah. But it would come on as little shorts within some British show.
Oh, probably Tracy Ullman.
No,
No,
it was. I don't think it was Tracy Ullman.
she launched a lot of stuff like that.
Max Headroom British show. Look up that, or go to the wiki and read the whole fucking thing.
I'm just seeing if they. Oh, it started with
Channel 4.
MTV. Oh, and Channel
Oh,
4.
yeah.
Yep. Channel
Yeah.
4 is British. Yep.
Yep. So yeah, it started on there, and then ended up becoming its own show here.
Yeah, and the show was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. He was the guy that plays the fucking what is that?
Matt Frewer.
Dawn of the Dead.
Honey,
Yeah,
I
well,
Shrunk
he
the
was also in
Kids.
Lawnmower Man 2.
He was
Yeah.
he was in The Stand as the crazy guy that brought the nuke to the fucking place.
I haven't seen The Stand. Thanks for ruining it. It's only a 30-year-old fucking
Yeah,
show.
that guy's
Yeah,
been
right?
in a
I'm
ton
sorry, I
of
didn't
stuff
ruin
too.
Shit, you're on.
Spoiler alert,
That's
Tim.
on you, buddy.
Fucking let us know, man. Fuck.
Really?
That was
You
on,
haven't seen that one?
that was on my TiVo.
I mean, it's not graphically the best thing to watch, but storyline is fucking awesome.
Well, see, like I wish
Really
the what is it? The Tower? Is that the one? The Tower? Is that the one? The Stephen King
Oh, Dark Tower.
Dark Tower. There we go.
Yeah.
I like the concept of it, and I think the guy that I can never pronounce his name right, Idris, whatever his name
Idris
is.
Elba.
Idris Elba.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
that
his
movie
name
was
is.
not great.
It wasn't, but him and Matthew McConaughey were great.
They
were
fine
great.
in the roles. It's the movie itself
Yes,
that was bad.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They were great. They were actually the only reason to really watch it, and the kid and all that shit. Like none of that stuff really resonated.
They should have followed the book
Did
more.
you guys ever
Yeah,
watch that one,
fuck.
Dark City? Remember
Yeah,
that one?
that was good.
That was a fucking. I just pulled out.
It had
I forgot all
Rufus
about that,
Sewell.
yeah.
Sewell.
Never even
Sewell?
seen it.
Yeah.
Rufus Sewell.
Kiefer Sutherland is the
Yeah,
fucking doctor.
Kiefer Sutherland was in that. That was a fucking awesome
Speaking
movie.
of
Jennifer
which,
Connelly was
Jennifer
also
Connelly
in that
was
movie.
in it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a really good one. That was
I like-
one of
Very
those
I like-
fever dream style ones.
Yeah.
Is like,
Well, here's another fever dream style one: is Requiem for a Dream.
oh yes.
Oh yeah.
That's a great fucking movie.
No
That's
idea
a
where that's going the whole time, but
fucking
it's
dark movie.
Like there's like 4 different separate stories going
Yeah.
on, but they're all kind of.
They're all
Yeah,
sort
the
of
mom-
connected.
the
yeah.
mom-
Yes.
The mom who's like super against drugs, but she's like, I got my pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
And
she's gonna
it's
be on the
fucking
show.
speed.
Yeah,
She's on
exactly.
speed the whole fucking time. She's like, I gotta clean the house, clean the house,
Towards the
clean
end,
the
they're all
house.
doing electroshock therapy to her and
Yeah.
shit.
Leto loses
And
an
then-
arm to
Yeah.
shooting up and getting a.
Was
infection or
it
something
him
like
that
It was
lost the
Jared-
arm?
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
the other character.
No, it was him.
Oh no,
'cause,
he goes to jail.
Marlon
Yeah,
Wayans
Damon
goes to
Wayans.
jail.
Marlon Wayans, not Damon.
Yeah,
Just because they're
One of the
black
Wayans.
doesn't mean they're all the same.
they're all brothers. Wayans
What? No,
brothers.
keep the silence.
Why does that need to be sense? They're brothers.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, there's like
pronounced it
5 of 'em.
different.
Yeah, Keenan Ivory,
Keenan Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans,
Marlon,
Sean Wayans, Marlon Wayans.
Diddy Wayans.
What? They had a sister too.
Oh yeah, she was in Living Color as well.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
That was like their family's
Dude,
TV
in
show.
Living Color, so good.
Yeah, well, my favorite was whenever you see Jim Carrey, you're like, oh, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, Jim Carrey was great
as
on
the,
it.
as the Marla chick,
I-
whatever his name was.
One of my favorite bits was Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer.
oh, those two.
When they
together.
did the
Allen Greer was
they did
awesome,
the
too.
fucking men on movies where they were the gay
Hated
dudes. Yeah, where it'd be like a super hot chick in a movie, like hated it, and then
Yep.
it'd be like a movie about firefighting men, and they'd be like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
They're hilarious in that fucking role.
No, the Jim Carrey is the chick that always neighed like a horse.
Oh yeah. Well, him and Fire Marshal Bill.
Yep, that was another good one. Let me tell you
See,
something.
and I thought Mad TV actually did some great things that were similar to that.
Yeah.
For a while.
Mad TV was pretty good for a while.
Yeah. Well, fuck, what was it? Stewart.
Oh,
Stewart was great.
Look what I can do.
Start.
My thing that I loved about Stewart was him going, oh, look, this is a really great thing. Like, I'm a demon. I'm going to kill you. Burn the city. And it's like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? And then the mom
Oh,
would come
no.
back and he'd be like,
The best is Will Sasso playing. Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
yes. Kenny,
I remember because it wasn't at all like Kenny
No.
Rogers at all. It was
Actually,
a fucking character.
That's one of my favorite things too about people that are doing characters or doing impressions where they're nothing like it.
Yeah,
and I love that. I
not at
love
all.
that if they get like the Burt Reynolds from fucking Norm Macdonald's. He's
Oh yeah, yeah.
not
Well, no,
Oh,
he's pretty
I know
close
what
to
you're
that
talking
one.
about.
though.
he's
Yeah,
not
he was.
he's not that close to Burt Reynolds though. He has the look,
Has the cadence.
maybe the cadence of it, but not the tone and all that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. But
It's a
so I
funny
love
joke.
that
Will
his-
Sasso as Randy Newman, and he had like
Yes.
the guy like Rob Zombie come in singing with him.
Dude, his Randy Newman shit was so fucking great. And how did Randy Newman keep,
is the place for Star
But-
Wars.
but how did Randy Newman keep jobs? I don't get it.
No.
Toy Story money.
No, but it wasn't Toy Story. He was doing a fucking ton of shit before that.
Yeah.
He did everything. He was in every fucking movie.
Right foot.
Yeah, and he sounded like a retarded
Right.
child
I know.
fucking playing with like a xylophone.
That's all he did.
It's seriously, that's what it sounded
it's
like.
endearing. It makes you think, oh, that's nice. It's gonna be
I
a
hated
family
all
film.
of that shit. All of it sucked. I don't think he has any good songs. None of them.
Who was it that pointed that out? I think it was South Park.
Yeah, no, Family Guy.
Family Guy.
They're
yeah,
doing where he's
that's
like,
right.
oh, she picks up the apple, she puts it in her mouth, choose it once, choose it twice. Like, do.
Yeah, no, his fucking songs are terrible. And somehow he's a multimillionaire.
Probably
Had a big career, man.
Weinstein's dick got
You know
sucked a
what?
lot.
Actually, no. He could have known things.
That's
That's one way to get it in.
Could be a good point.
Yeah, no, hey, I saw you try to rape that chick. Oh, you've got a job, bud.
Cocaine and sucks a dick.
Dude, so bad. He was just
Likes to touch kids all over the shit.
yeah. No, he saw Cosby do something.
That's-
Slip it in. Boom. Oh, I got to work on this show.
That's how he landed that gig.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Right?
He was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, it just said that.
Yeah.
He was
I
the
didn't know
dad that was trying to quit smoking.
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
The neighbor, right?
Yeah. The neighbor, yeah.
What's his name?
King.
Matt Frewer.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty great in
He's a good
lot
actor.
of the stuff.
Yeah, he's a
that he
really good
did.
actor. He's been in a ton of shit, lots of TV
Yeah,
too.
all he's a character
Yeah,
actor.
yeah.
He was never a star, you know,
He was in
except
Star
Max.
Trek.
Except Max Headroom.
Yeah.
He was the star of that.
Yeah,
but
he was the main guy there.
But-
Star Trek.
Yeah, he was in Star Trek: The Next Generation episodes. I think several of them. Yeah.
yeah, I remember him being in
One of them,
something.
he was a guy
I
from
never-
the future, but it turns out he was actually from the past, and he stole the time machine from the guy from the future and was going around stealing shit from people in different timelines and shit.
Well, you do what you got to do to survive.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I mean that just sounds like a.
That's
a
actually
guy
his
that's-
character from Star Trek right there.
That just sounds like a guy that's got some ingenuity going.
Yeah. Hey.
Is he still with us? Is he?
Yeah,
probably
he's still around.
He's dead,
just
Tim.
retired. You never know these days.
It's true. Who
Like
else,
I
who just
I
died?
forgot that Ray Liotta had died.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Because I saw him in Cocaine Bear, and he looked like shit.
Yeah, he didn't look
He
too
died
good in
like
that.
But he
doing-
died like doing
like,
that
right-
movie because they dedicated it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I was
his
gonna
last
say
film.
that was the last. The one before it was good.
Mm.
The one
I
movie
I don't
that
think
he
I
did?
saw it.
What was? Look up Ray Liotta. In
He did
his,
that
like,
one of
last
the guy
two
that you were
movies.
talking about, the gangster guy that killed people and nonchalantly and had a family and all that. And
Yeah.
Ray Liotta was the was
yeah,
his
but that's
boss.
not the one that. Yeah, when the
Was it called Blackbird?
Let me see. Check and see what it was.
Damn it, she's laying on the electric.
It was
cord.
one
She's
where
gonna blow
he
this
was
whole show.
he was like a bartender or owner of the bar.
Come here.
But he was involved with gangsters and shit. They were robbed a poker game or some shit like that.
I don't think it was that.
Oh, I think it was a fucking or am I getting this wrong entirely? I might be getting this wrong.
God damn it.
Why don't you just look up his IMDb? It'll show the last like 10 fucking movies.
As he scrolls
Just
through
go-
the
yeah,
pages,
instead of fucking looking that up, just look
for
up his IMDb.
names.
And then that'll show what his last fucking movies are. And then just go to the movies. I can't remember what it was in.
known for credits.
Fool's Paradise. No, it's
Um,
definitely not that. Blackbird. Was it Blackbird?
Broken Soldier?
No, it's not Broken Soldier.
Oh wait, Many Saints of Newark?
No,
No.
that movie's
Are
terrible.
you talking about Goodfellas? You're not talking about
No,
Goodfellas.
definitely not
no. That
Goodfellas.
was
He
the
wasn't
90s.
the owner of the fucking bar. He was oh fuck, what's that guy's name? I think that guy just recently died too. Henry Hill.
Oh,
I think-
the
I
real
thi-
guy
I
died?
think he
Oh
did.
shit.
But I could be wrong on that. What fucking movie was it? But it was really good. Look up Blackbird and see. No, it's not. That's a miniseries.
Yeah, that's a miniseries.
Is there any way to just find movies? Because I don't know what the.
Let's see here. War veteran.
Yeah,
suffering
no,
from
maybe I'm wrong.
PTSD.
Maybe I'm completely wrong on this. But I know that he was in one where he was a fucking guy that convinced. He was like a bar owner that convinced these guys to rob a poker game. Maybe it was the fucking Brad Pitt movie that I'm thinking of.
Oh,
The Long Kiss Goodnight, or
no. I
something
know what you're-
like that.
Killing them softly.
Killing them softly.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of, and that was a while ago.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
was
good
while
fucking
ago.
movie.
That was a good movie.
That's the thing. Brad Pitt can play a lot of different style of characters
he's a
and
good
do it well.
actor.
I just watched Bullet Train, and I thought that was pretty
Wasn't
cool.
that a
I
fucking
haven't seen
cool
that
movie?
It's a fun movie.
That is
it's not,
fun as
again,
fuck.
It's not a good movie, but a fun movie.
Yeah, I really like that one a lot.
Yeah.
The assassin chick, I fucking loved her.
Oh yeah,
You
the
know-
one that played Domino.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
she's great. And her death scene's
That
awesome.
scene was so
He's like, you didn't
fucking
bring
cool."
another one. What?
I am
you gotta
so sorry.
You've got to
Hey.
prepare.
It was killing them softly.
Okay, that's the one. That's a fucking great
It's a
fucking
good
movie.
fucking movie.
I don't know why it's only a 6.2. It's a.
Yeah, it's
I thought it was
definitely
a good movie.
definitely deserves better. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 2012.
Okay, so
God
that's
damn,
way long
I cannot
ago.
believe it was that long ago.
Yeah.
Again, guys, we're in the 2020s now.
Yeah,
oh man,
no,
now this show's coming to an end.
I'm just gonna blink and
It's just coming to an end with sadness.
this one is.
Yeah.
Why is it sad? Because it's 2024.
Because it's
almost
because it's too far into the future, Tim.
Yep.
Let's go back in time.
real fast, backwards.
I just watched that again
Did you?
recently. Yeah. I fucking love that movie.
Just wish we could go back in time, really fast,
I
really fast backwards.
I love the part where the chick fucking dresses up as Goro. And he thinks he's gonna get like raped in his fucking room, and then she just fucking busts out with the alien hand, and it like eats. It was the way they did that was great. And then she's like, "Look, I just wore this. You gotta dress differently, so people don't recognize you."
That was a fucking fun movie.
Yeah, yeah. I like that movie. I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's just a fun movie. For
Well,
that
another
one,
on that same note, Alita. I want to.
Alita's
I want
awesome.
to see the second one.
I never saw that one.
They've got to
fuck,
make a
that's
second.
great.
It's
Yeah.
That is so good. They are making a second
they
one from what I
fucking
heard.
better because that first one left you hanging.
And the thing is,
And
they
it was
use
so-
CGI correctly in this fucking
Yes,
movie.
they didn't overdo it at all.
No, the way they use CGI in this movie is great.
Yeah, they blended live action and CGI so
Practical effects
fucking
and
well.
CGI
Oh,
blended.
man.
That's how you got to do it.
I love the guy that's the fucking like dude that wears the cowboy hat and has the robot dogs.
Yes.
That guy's awesome.
Well, the Mohawk guy was pretty cool too because he the one that was in Deadpool.
Yeah, yeah.
He did.
Ajax.
Yeah, Ajax was in this one.
Yeah, I don't know what he is and what's
Yeah,
his name. I'm
but
gonna.
he played
You know
it
what?
really well.
I've got that movie at home. I should watch
It's
that again.
really good.
Yeah,
Let's
Alita.
Love checking out. That's one I just missed.
I'll let you borrow it. It might even be on one of the
And
streaming
the-
services right now.
The dad, that actor there, like the
yeah,
Emmy Award winner,
fuck,
Academy Award
Christopher Waltz.
winning. Yes.
He's
Yeah.
such a great
God,
actor.
Oh my fucking
Yeah,
god.
he's the dad. He ended up finding this chick, right? And that's basically all I'll tell you because if
Well,
I give
I
too much.
remember like the trailers and stuff.
If I give
Yeah.
too much away, it's just too much for you. But it's fucking great.
You fall in love with her. You can't help
Yeah.
it. You can't help it.
Oh,
well,
looks-
her and her big ass anime eyes.
That's what I mean.
it looks
right?
like it might be on Amazon Prime.
Okay, yeah, get it,
So-
watch it. It says $20.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think it's on Amazon
Enjoy
Prime.
because it
Also
is very
says
good.
Hulu.
Okay,
So
well if
looks
you
like
have
it's on a couple of
Hulu,
them.
then go
I got
ahead and do.
both.
Okay, watch it, dude. It's a good fucking movie. They
really well
blended
done
it
too.
all
Yeah.
super
Jackie
well.
Earl Haley's in it too,
Jennifer Connelly
and Jennifer.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
oh, that's the ribbon of the
She keeps
show, isn't
popping
it?
up.
yeah.
Holy cow!
We
She-
brought it full circle, guys.
Well,
Everybody,
well
round
done.
round of applause.
Thank you, Jennifer Connelly, and
Yeah.
your beautiful face.
You made it easy for
We
us
love
to
you
hit.
so much.
you
Call
made it-
me
You made it easy for us to hit this button.
when you get a chance. Though, after you think of Jennifer Connelly, go
Yeah.
check out velvet-alley.com and go win over their toys.
That's
You're gonna enjoy what they can do for you.
kind of
I love
weird if you're a dude and that's your first.
Not
move.
at all. They make everything for everyone.
Oh, they do.
Yep.
What do they make, Tim?
Well, they make
Wow, you're good at this.
They make stuff.
dildos and butt plugs and
Right.
grinders.
Fake vaginas.
They
Kinda.
do. The
'Cause you can
blender.
pretend like you're banging Jennifer Connelly.
Well, they got the blender.
That's-
They got
That was the
a
idea.
couple other things.
Yeah,
Some
that's what I'm
strokers,
saying.
as they call them. So yeah, check them out. Velvet-alley.com.
And then go to Coffee Brand Coffee.
Kevin's already
Get
got
your
his
coffee fix.
Kevin's already got his tissue right
I'm
here.
already going.
It's really gross that I touched that.
Yeah, you just grabbed it and waved it around. Use the
man.
coupon code GPS1 to get 5% off your purchase. They have great selection of coffees and teas. Check them out.
Wow. Kevin, that just reminded me of something really fucked up. All right, goodbye, everybody. Peace.